He was Qaddafi's money man, head of Libya's $65 billion sovereign wealth fund, and a close personal friend of Colonel Qaddafi's son and political heir apparent, Saif. These days, though, he's holed up in Vienna, trying to rebuild his reputation. Bloomberg's Vernon had an exclusive interview with Mustafa Zarti. Vernon joins us now from our bureau in Rome. Quite an interview, Vernon. What was he like? What was your impression?
He looked like he was under a lot of stress. I mean, this is a guy who in February fled the violence in Libya. He was a good, close personal friend of Saif Qaddafi, who had gotten him this job helping run the $65 billion sovereign fund of Libya. And he just hitched a ride to the airport one day, got himself on a flight in business class, and flew to Vienna, where they froze his assets, and he's living in an undisclosed location, being supported by family members. He was smoking a lot of cigarettes and fidgeting with his lighter and trying to tell his side of the story.
And he's an Austrian citizen, I understand. That's part of how he got out of the country?
Yeah, he ended up in Vienna because as a teenager he moved there with his family and grew up a lot there, and that's where he met the younger Qaddafi when they were both studying for their MBAs in Vienna. So he has a lot of ties there, and that's why he ended up there.
So what did he tell you, though, about this $65 billion sovereign wealth fund? I mean, what are the details of the Qaddafi finances?
The really interesting thing about the picture that emerges about Libya's sovereign wealth fund is how much cash they had. They were started with dollars from their oil sales and given them the task of investing it, but they wanted to be really careful. So what happened is this starts at the beginning of 2007 when they set this up, right before the whole global markets melt down. And they end up not really investing a whole lot of it in equities or anything that did really horribly, except for some Lehman Brothers investments. But they also missed the boat on a lot of things, and they tried really hard to make their 8% gains, and it never happened.
Yeah, and lost money on Lehman, along with a few others. Vernon, it's a fascinating read. I encourage everyone to take a look at it. Thanks for bringing it to us.